Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video, and today we got Marvel Legends Daredevil, but it's not just your typical Marvel Legends Daredevil. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and it's a 12-inch Daredevil figure. And you can really tell that they went all out on this package because it is a shiny, like red, and the artwork is phenomenal. And basically just says Legends there. It's all right on this side. And then you really see that this is just sort of warnings and all that stuff. But one thing that is really cool, which I will zoom in. So it says Marvel Legends series right at the top. And it's all sort of embossed, like you can feel it. But then as you can see, they actually have Braille. They got the double D Daredevil logo, but this is Braille. I'm not too sure what it says because I can't read Braille, but I thought that was a really cool thing that they added to it, with being that Daredevil's blind and all. Now this packaging, you just go ahead and slide this little sleeve off, revealing the entire piece of artwork, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love this. And it opens up, revealing the figure, the accessories. You got another piece of beautiful art on the inside of Mr. Murdock without his gloves and mask, bloody knuckle. Just, it's beautiful. And one thing that is really cool that came with this, besides it being in this giant box, is if you look here, you get two prints. You get the Daredevil and the maskless Matt Murdock. And it's just on thicker cardstock. It's not that metallic red that they used on the packaging, but this allows you to actually, I guess if the artist was actually there, you could, got them signed by the artist at the San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm pretty sure that this is what these were for. But still, keep them. If you find the artist, get them, sign them, and then frame them. Or just frame them without them being signed, because they are really amazing prints. This Daredevil is beautiful out of the package, and he comes with so many accessories. It almost feels like it's a SH Figure Arts figure, honestly. Like, Hasbro nailed this figure. And let's get into the accessories. So since he is in his Daredevil full costume, I'm going to go into those accessories. So he already comes equipped with some gripping hands, and he does come with a pair of fist hands. So showing the gloves. These are actually painted almost like in a metallic red for the knuckles and the guard. So really nice paint and sculpt work. So if you just want your Daredevil ready to do some fisticuffs, you can have these ones. So those are cool. He does come with his trusty batons, and they're sculpted really well. I think this is actually a separate piece of plastic. The black is. Yeah. Well, no. Can't tell if that's a seam right there, or if they actually painted it. Come on, focus. Do you see that? Don't know if it could be red painted black, or that could be where the seam is. No, that's red painted black. All right, they just painted it really well. So I love the texturing on the staff. The only thing I don't like is the mold parts, which can't help it. I guess it can be battle damage. This one you can really see it. They do not connect at all, any way or form. but they're still pretty badass batons. They may not be able to connect, but they're still awesome. So let's dive into his more gritty side of Daredevil. So he comes with, let's see if I can do it this way. He comes with a pair of bandaged up, bloodied hands and forearms. These are the fisted ones. They look awesome. And there's a better close-up of the knuckles and the blood on the knuckles and everything. This one not so much. This one definitely has the right amount of blood in my opinion. Yeah, I love it. And they were just sort of, like they said, these are interchangeable gauntlets in a sense. The hands pop right in there. Sculpted like bandages. One having more blood than the other, which I guess is okay. I guess he'd be more either right-handed or left-handed. Then he comes with some gripping hands that are all bloodied as well. And these things are sculpted, or they just sculpt them really well. And I think that's the reason the higher cost on these 12-inch figures. You know, this one cost a lot more because it was an exclusive. But if you've been playing the waiting game paid off. If you went to Hasbro Toy Shop's eBay, I picked this bad boy up for, I think, like maybe like 40 something bucks. Less than a regular version 12-inch Legend. So it was way worth it, as it's a con exclusive. Then he comes with a helmet. You know, this is sort of warped because of the package, or unless that's supposed to be how it's supposed to go, but you know, and it looks awesome. It looks really cool. I love the black eye lining. This is like the metallic painted red. You can see the metallic or more glossy, sort of like a mixture of both. Then the rest of the helmet's matte. It's matte because it's Matt Murdock. No, that was corny, but even the horns are shiny. Got that glossy horn shine. But I love it. It's like the seams and everything. I just really like this helmet. Then, of course, you got the face that matches those bloodied hands. And you got the Matt Murdock, you know, head here. He's got some blood vessels busted in his eye from getting nailed in the eye. They did do that dot matrix painting on it, so up close you can, if you're looking really close, you can see it. But, you know, it looks awesome. He's got the butterfly bandage up there from his forehead being split open. Busted up lip. Bandage covering his jaw. I mean, he got hit. Like, I'd say this side got the worst. But I really like how his baby blue eyes really stand out. And one thing that I'm noticing, like if you look at Captain America, the 12-inch one, if you look at, I think, Tony Stark even, like their lips are very similar. They maybe not on this one, but you'll see on his other head. But I thought the lips were weird. And you got the red hair. It's actually casted in like a darker orangish red orange, and then they dry brushed it with orange. So really to give him that two-tone for his hair. But I love the head sculpt. So let's dive into the figure itself, which is a whole lot of figure. So start with his head, and you can see this is the lips that I'm talking about. If you have the Captain America 12-inch figure, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. So he has the same type of eyeliner that the other helmet, his separate helmet, did. I mean, this is honestly I honestly feel those are the... Okay, yeah. So this is it. So these are pretty identical. And that's because, if you can see, this separate piece right here, or well, this piece right here is a separate piece of plastic. And that's something that they can do with these bigger figures. So this is actually a separate piece put in there, and then they put the mask around. So this would be what the mask is before they injected it with the other plastic and stuff like that, which is really awesome. His head actually moves very, very well. Like articulation on this. I mean, he can look up. He can look down quite a ways. But I mean, its head just moves so nice. You know, get those angles and everything. One thing I wish is that this Daredevil logo wasn't painted. I wish it was sort of sculpted in there, but hey, they give us a lot with this figure. He comes with awesome butterfly joints. As oh, I got some marks there. Meh. Not that big of a deal, because I also have a mark right there, a little black speck. But either way, the butterfly joints. I mean, you gotta have butterfly joints with Daredevil. Like, the fact that they have him with them is phenomenal. So you get that nice butterfly joint motion. This one more so. Why is this one sort of... This one comes out a lot more. I'm not going to mess with it, but either way, you got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist rotation, and wrist bend. But we're going to take a little bit closer look to this because you actually can see the strapping on his gauntlets. Made that glossy metallic. Yeah, glossic. That's like metallic and glossy put together. But no, I mean, I really like the look of this. Like, looks like he can deflect some swords and bust some faces with this stuff. Really looks like armor. Now his body, on the other hand, now he looks like he could get shot very easily because it's so skin tight. But he does have that, I guess, sort of nothing going on up there. A little bit of moving, but not much. But he does have crunch right there. And it leans back quite far. So it leans forward more, but still, for going back, not too bad. Look goofy, but still can be done. His legs are pretty awesome, but that belt is awesome. It's a sculpted separate piece. Just look at, like, it looks like you can just sort of take it off. Actually, you might be able to, because it has like a little peg right there, but I'm not going to take it off. If you guys are familiar with removing harnesses and belts and stuff off figures, once they're off, it seems like they never hold as snug as they originally were. And he has a crazy wedgie, like wedged up in there. Like, it is sucking that suit in there. That's awkward. Like, as a superhero, that would be very awkward to be running around, and like, I'd pick it out or something. But the strapping has very good textures. The belts are the buckles are all painted. His little pouches dry brushed very nicely. And let's see how these actually fit in. And they fit in like so. There's not one that's sitting lower than the other, like the smaller 6-inch Daredevil. And he can do a Spartan kick. He has a thigh swivel, which I'm not even going to mess with. Double jointed knee. Dropping his little batons. He does have a boot swivel. I can accept that because it's where the boot is. Ankle bend. And the pivot. See how well he can do splits. Probably have to take this baton out. Oh, not too bad. Not the Van Damme completely, but still not bad at all. Now let's take a closer look at these boots. Boots are sculpted very nice. And, you know, they got that wash over them to give them that little dirty look. Wish I would have hit the wash a little bit with that part, because that sort of sticks out. And he got his treading. So let's go ahead and let's try changing some of these parts out and see how that works. Okay, his hand popped off very easily. That just slid off. And basically they got like a little line that slides up right there. I had snake eyes for some reason. I had snake eyes hanging off of, put them down and latched on the Daredevil's foot. Okay. One hand done. Go. Snag or fit on that ball joint on that head, but I mean, it fits on there. That is so cool. Let's see how these things fit into his hands. So you got Matt Murdock with his bloodied up hands, holding on his baton and his mask, and he has his busted up face. Like, this is sort of like, I honestly feel like I'd have him posed like this. And it's awesome. I really, really like it. The fact that he can just sort of, you know, be hanging and like, just got done fighting some people, took his mask off, or he's busted up so bad he had to take his mask off. I would have liked to have seen a little bit of damage on the mask, because that would have been a little bit more why he would be like, all right, his face is busted up. The mask, I think, should be busted up or have some damage done to it, because if you're holding it like this, I mean, that would be, in my opinion, a reason why you would be needing a maskless or a separate mask for Matt Murdock, because he took it off. And if he took it off and this is the only face we get with him, mask should have some damage to it, in my opinion. But it's just me nitpicking at little things. But I mean, this figure is gorgeous, and you know, I'm a little bit late to the party, but I did the waiting game because I didn't want to pay full price for it. And you know, just to give you guys a size comparison, here he is next to his little 6-inch version of himself. It's just like, it's crazy. I don't know. So much more detail you get when you get another 6 inches. But the figure itself, phenomenal. I do not regret getting it. I do not regret playing the waiting game. It is awesome. So if you guys are Daredevil fans, I know I'm a huge Shadowland Daredevil, which I wish they would have done a Shadowland version like this. And if they do, I definitely will be getting that. But yeah, pick them up. And I'm going to put the link to the Hasbro Toy Shop eBay down below. This is Hasbro. It's not somebody trying to act like they're Hasbro. It's officially like Hasbro just moving their extra figures and stuff. So you'll find a lot of good deals. And when I got him, he was free shipping as well. So link is definitely down in the description below if anybody's needing to pick this guy up. And that sums up my review of the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 12-inch Daredevil unboxing and review. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, I want you to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a great day.